Bullish HNT value forecast is $5.66 to $19.97. Helium HNT cost will likewise reach $20 soon. Bearish HNT cost expectation for 2022 is $3.20. In Helium HNT cost forecast 2022, we use measurements, cost designs, RSI, REvil, and other data about HNT to dissect the future development of the digital currency. Helium HNT current market status. The cost of Helium HNT is $4.11 with a 24-hour exchanging volume of $18,138,631 at the hour of composing. Be that as it may, HNT has diminished to 11% as of now. What is Helium HNT? Helium HNT is the local utility badge of Helium, a decentralized remote web of things (IoT) organization. HNT was sent off in 2019. The token made in view of a consume and mint balance (BME) model. HNT are scorched and changed over completely to information credits (DCs) that clients hold to access and utilize the organization. Helium works on a proof of inclusion (POC) agreement calculation. POC depends on Honey Badger Byzantine issue open-minded (HBBFT). With this calculation, the exchanges are encoded by a common public key and must be unscrambled by a chosen agreement bunch. HNT tokens can be mined through areas of interest, remote gadgets that utilization radio waves. Diggers mine HNT and make network inclusion for IoT gadgets. Likewise, the organization means to accomplish decentralized IoT correspondence. Helium HNT value forecast 2022. The above diagram of Helium HNT spread out the dropping channel design, otherwise called the falling channel. A diving channel is framed by two equal trend lines. The upper trend line, which joins the highs, and the lower trend line, which joins the lows, run parallelly downwards. This example is the trait of a negative market. As of now, Helium HNT is at $4.15. Assuming the example proceeds, the cost of HNT could arrive at the opposition level of $9.55 and $17.45. In the event that the pattern turns around, the cost of HNT might tumble to $3.28. Helium HNT backing and opposition levels. The diagram underneath shows the help and opposition levels of Helium HNT. The graphs show that HNT has played out a bullish pattern over the course of the last month. Assuming this pattern proceeds, HNT could run alongside the bulls, surpassing its opposition level at $19.97. As needs be, in the event that the financial backers betray the crypto, the cost of the HNT could plunge to nearly $3.20, a negative sign. Helium HNT value forecast 2022, REvil, MAMA, and RSI. The relative volume, RVOL, of Helium HNT is displayed in the beneath outline. It is a sign of how the ongoing exchanging volume has changed throughout some undefined time frame from the past volume for brokers. Presently, the RVOL of HNT lies beneath the end line, demonstrating frail members in the latest thing. Additionally, the moving normal, MAMA, of Helium HNT is displayed in the above diagram. Remarkably, the HNT cost lies under 50 MAMA, present moment, so it is totally in a descending pattern. At present, HNT is in a negative state. There is plausible of an inversion pattern of HNT whenever. In the meantime, the general strength record, RSI, of the HNT is at a degree of 38.63. This implies that HNT is in an oversold state. Be that as it may, this implies a significant value inversion of HNT might happen in the forthcoming days. Along these lines, dealers need to painstakingly exchange. Helium HNT value forecast 2022, ADX, RVI. Allow us now to look normal directional record, ADX, of Helium HNT. It assists with estimating the general strength of the pattern. The pointer is the normal of the growing cost range values. This framework endeavors to quantify the strength of cost development in the positive and negative bearings utilizing DMI pointers with ADX. The above diagram addresses the ADX of helium, HNT. At present, HNT lies in the scope of 29.20, so it shows areas of strength for A. From the above graph, the general unpredictability list, RVI, of helium, HNT. RVI estimates the steady deviation of cost changes throughout some stretch of time instead of cost changes. The RVI of HNT lies under 50, demonstrating that the heading of unpredictability is low. As a matter of fact, HNT's RSI is at 38.63, subsequently affirming a potential purchase signal. Correlation of HNT with BTC, ETH. The underneath outline shows the cost examination between Bitcoin, Ethereum, and helium, HNT. From the above outline, we can decipher ETH, BTC, and HNT are moving in a comparable pattern. This shows that when the cost of BTC increments or diminishes, the cost of ETH and HNT additionally increment or lessening separately. Helium, HNT, Value Forecast 2023. In the event that the declining cost activity totally dials back in force and the pattern turns around, helium, HNT, could most likely achieve $35 by 2023. Helium, HNT, Value Forecast 2024. With a few overhauls in the organization, helium, HNT, could enter a bullish direction. In the event that the coin gets the notice of significant financial backers, HNT could revitalize to hit $50 by 2024. Helium, HNT, Value Expectation 2025 of helium, HNT, supports significant obstruction levels and keeps on being perceived as a superior venture choice among the financial backers for the following 3 years. HNT would revitalize to hit $65. Helium, HNT, Value Expectation 2026. If helium, HNT, supports significant opposition levels and keeps on being perceived as a superior venture choice among the financial backers for the following 4 years, HNT would revitalize to hit $80. Helium, HNT, Value Forecast 2027. If helium, HNT, supports significant opposition levels and keeps on being perceived as a superior speculation choice among the financial backers for the following 5 years, HNT would energize to hit $95. Helium, HNT, Value Expectation 2028. If helium, HNT, holds up major areas of strength for and as a superior venture choice for the following 6 years, it could observe a critical cost rallies. In this way, by 2028, HNT